Massive study of pet dogs shows breed does not predict behavior. Dog enthusiasts have long assumed that a dog's breed shapes its temperament. But a sweeping study comparing the behavior and ancestry of more than 18,000 dogs finds that, although ancestry does affect behavior, breed has much less to do with a dog's personality than is generally supposed. When you adopt a dog based on its breed, you're getting a dog that looks a certain way, says co-author Elinor Karlsson, a computational biologist at the University of Massachusetts in Worcester. But as far as behavior goes, it's kind of luck of the draw. That's partly because breeds are something of a modern invention. Humans have been shaping how dogs look and behave since domestic dogs first evolved from wolves more than 10,000 years ago. But for most of that time, these efforts were focused on dogs' working ability, how well they herded livestock, guarded against danger or pulled sledges, for example. To stay up to date with latest top stories, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the button above this video. Breeds as we think of them today, distinctive canines such as beagles, pugs and labradors, are a byproduct of more recent evolutionary meddling. Starting around 200 years ago, dog enthusiasts in Victorian England began inventing breeds by actively selecting for canine traits that they found aesthetically pleasing. This experimentation created today's breeds. Contemporary purebred dogs are defined by their looks, but breed is also thought to influence temperament. The American Kennel Club, for instance, describes pugs as mischievous and border collies as affectionate. But, as Karlsson points out, anyone who's owned 8 dogs from the same breed will tell you all about their different personalities. Wanting to get a better sense of how breed influences behavior, Karlsson and her colleagues surveyed thousands of dog owners about their pets' backgrounds and activities, ranging from whether they had a propensity to eat grass to how likely they were to chase toys. The researchers then sequenced a DNA of a subsection of the survey dogs to see whether ancestry could be linked to behavior. The team found that some traits were more common in certain breeds. For example, compared with a random dog, German Shepherds were more easily directed, beagles, not so much. And the author's genetic studies revealed that mixed breed dogs with a particular ancestry were more likely to act in specific ways. Mutts with St. Bernard ancestry, for instance, were more affectionate, whereas mutts descended from Chesapeake Bay Retrievers had a penchant for wrecking doors. But, on average, breed explained only around 9% of the variation in how a dog behaved, a number much smaller than most people, including me, would have expected, says Karlsson. Particularly low was the connection between breed and how likely a dog was to display aggressive behavior, which could have implications for how society treats dangerous dog breeds, says Evan McLean, a comparative psychologist at the University of Arizona in Tucson who was not involved in the study. We talk about breeds like they're categorically different, he says. But in reality, that's not the case. Genetic analysis revealed 11 regions of the genome that are linked to specific behaviors. A tendency to howl, for example, was associated with a region near 2 genes whose human analogs are involved in speech. The most significant link was between a region of the genome that in humans is involved in cognitive performance, but in dogs, increased the likelihood of getting stuck behind objects. These genetic traits have been around for much longer than breeds have existed, says Kelsey Witt, a population geneticist at Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island. At first glance, it seems surprising that breed isn't a good predictor of behavior, she says. But when you think about how recent breeds are, it makes sense.